Yada, yada, yada. Okay. So these two are the main characters you get to play as. Original characters. Do not steal. Actual original characters. As you can tell from the lady, they are not subtle with their character designs. But it's fine. We're okay with it. We deal with it. Yes. Okay. So like I said, this is a complete file. We're going to carry over from here. So, data migration. We're not going to look at any of the spoilers on the screen besides the fact that, hey, look, one of the playable characters I just mentioned, I was playing as him last. That's it. Alright, so yada yada, I'm going to carry over a bunch of cool stuff. So let's get started. I need to remember what I want to carry over, because there's a lot of really good equipment. That's good. The guard analyzer. Use attack points from enemies by 50%. Whoops. Yeah, V Defensor and V Aggressor. Maz and Heart. I don't want two of those. I want one. Spirit Command Bravery. I can get a lot of stuff, so... Bonoski Drive. Let's get another S adapter, because those are really good. Fight supporter, close quarterback, supporter, B circuit. Okay, yeah, this sounds good. We're definitely going to standard mode. Okay, so in this mode, SR points exist. SR points I'll explain later. They're basically just extra stuff you want to do during the fight. Oh, I forgot to do something real fast. Sorry, hold on. I need to bring up, like, a side guide thing, because it's about the scenarios and stuff, and what you want to get. Flowchart. Complete flowchart table. Here we are. There we go. Okay. I'll worry about that later, though. I just wanted to make sure to bring it up. Okay. SR points exist. Difficulty is either normal or hard, depending on the number of SR points you obtain. Basically, my game's going to get set to hard almost right away, because I'm going to be getting all the SR points. Recommended for players who are familiar with the series. Can change anytime in options. So, like, yeah, if you're not familiar with Super Robot Wars, totally play beginner mode, but you can't get certain unlocks, and you can't get the best ending. But it's a New Game Plus game. So you play beginner's mode one playthrough, and then you're like, oh, I'll go all the routes I missed and other stuff and play standard mode, and now it's a lot more fun and difficult because you have SR points to care about. I'm going to be playing... They just call him male or female. I'm going to be playing as the one on the right, the Chitose. Member of the Earth Federation's Force's 3rd Special Tactical Lab Defense Force. Has almost no combat experience and has been entrusted with odd jobs as a result. I'm going to leave the default name and birthday stuff because I don't really care about this. The birthday actually matters, though. It affects what special abilities you can get on top of the normal pilot skills. So, normally you would want to, like, if you really wanted to min-max, you look for a good set and change the birthday. I always leave it default, though. Blood type, because apparently that matters to a lot of other places. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you press the options button, it changes the way the name is set up. So it's Chitose Kisaragi instead of Kisaragi Chitose, because that's the Japanese way of doing it. Family name first. Surname next. Sorry, I'm going to be coughing a little bit during this. I'm not used to talking this much because my job is mostly chat support nowadays, so I don't get to talk very much. Alright, so November 11th, 2199. Pluto airspace. I'm only going to be reading stuff that they don't voice act. But all the voice acting's in Japanese. But if they're voice acting in Japanese, I'm assuming you have enough time to read what they're saying. The Yugiri, Kurama, and Abakuma are down. Other vessels are taking heavy fire. Commander, bold. I'm not going to be like doing voice acting or anything special like that. I might add a little intonation, that's about it. Incoming transmission from the enemy. Attention Earth Fleet, surrender at once. How do you respond? Tell them we will never surrender. Sir? Never. Yes, sir. Earth Fleet responding. Never. Here go a couple more battleships. The Takao, the Chokai, and Ashigara are down. That's 99% of the fleet destroyed. Just as a heads up, you're not supposed to know what's going on right now unless you've watched, like, the show it's from. Then you might know. But it doesn't really matter. They give us the context we need later. Still no word from the Amaterasu? None confirmed, sir. Wait, I'm getting a signal. Main screen, turn on. I've set a course at high velocity. It's set a course at high velocity. It will pass Venus momentarily, arriving at Mars within 10 minutes. May it find safe passage and land in the hands of the forces stationed there. Send an encrypted message to HQ. Iwano Iwado, Hiraku. The First Fleet hereby ends this operation. Retreat! What is the destroyer doing? Whose ship is it? It's Lieutenant Commander Kodai's Yukikaze, sir. What are you doing, Kodai? Follow my lead. I will not flee, Commander Okida. That's an order, Kodai. The Yukikaze will hold the line and cover for Kirishima's retreat. We lost a lot of good men. The operation was a success. We have to withdraw, Kodai. The fleet will be entirely decimated, sir. There will be no one left to protect Earth. With all due respect, sir, I cannot allow this place to be your grave. Earth needs men like you. The same goes for you. Follow us, Kodai. I appreciate you saying so, sir. I'll take your word for it. Follow us, you have to. Farewell, sir. Watch over Earth for me. Apologies, everyone. The ship is now will now charge into the enemy fleet. Yukikaze is attacking the enemy fleet. Orders, Commander. Maintain this course, Yamanani. Maintaining course. Don't die on me, Kodai. Good luck, Commander Okida. Earth's fate is in your hands. Boom! So that was all very dramatic. Now for something completely different. Scheherazade escape pod crash site. So that's the escape pod we're looking for. What a familiar name! By the way, because this is a mishmash of many series, they don't expect you to know what the fuck is going on sometimes with the story. That's why you press that button, you can get a history, or you press this button, and you actually get a brief synopsis of the character's name, the voice actor that they use, and what series they're from where it says work. So you're ever confused, like, what series is this person from? What are they about? Here you go. You get a full little, paragraph, basically, of what they're about. But some of it is spoiler. But if anybody wants to know that information, just let me know. I can at any time just hit that button and we can look it up. Yeah, I guess we were ordered to wait around on Mars so we could make contact with this. But I didn't think we'd witness a crash. Let's go check it out. We've got our orders. My brother's fighting near Pluto. We've got to get that capsule. That's why the name's familiar. Dude on the battleship was... the destroyer, I should say, was this guy's brother. What the heck? Oh my goodness, it's a beautiful lady! This has never happened in anime before. Her name is Sasha. Is she? She must have used the pod to escape. Unfortunately, she didn't make it here alive. She is a woman, right? Yeah, she's beautiful. What's this capsule she's holding? It must be what HQ wanted us to retrieve. And now, we get a brief summary of the world we're supposed to be in, since it's a mishmash of many of them. The Earth Federation, the first unifying body for all humanity, marks the beginning of a new correct century in 2000, and the beginning of humankind's expansion into space. Some say it was also the beginning of a new era of war. battle between Earthbounds and Space Noids that began in 1 Year War raged on through Char's rebellion, giving way to the so-called 10-Year Void. Now, 100 years later, humans have become a truly interstellar species, and it feels as though yet another new era is approaching. For years, humankind knew of the face of intellectual extraterrestrial life forms known as the Gamillions. The Federation was in shambles despite having rebuffed the Jupiter Empire in the Jupiter War. Once the Gamillions invaded, it seemed the Federation would be destroyed for good. The Gamillion Pluto frontline base then fired a planet bomb on Earth, with devastating consequences. Its back against the wall of freedom gambled the last stand of Gamillions near Pluto. In the midst of the M operation, an escape pod containing one of Earth's last hope lands on Mars. That was a mishmash of Gundam and the one with these folks. Space Battleship Kirishima, the sole surviving battleship of the M operation, makes its way back to Earth with the capsule collected from the escape pod on Mars. Meanwhile, a woman on Earth awaits the arrival of another symbol of hope from the moon. So they try and give a short summary in the beginning of like, look, all these worlds are mashed together. Obviously, there's history in a bunch of them. Here's how they combined. Sometimes it's messy. This time it makes some sense. Secret underground base, Bono Misaki, Kyushu, Japan. Ensign Murakumo, Lunar Specialist, Tactical Lab Defense Force. 3rd Special Tactical Lab Defense Force, Ensign Kisaragi Chitose. Well done. You've only traveled to Earth from the moon. Wasn't that long a journey. And yet you've got quite a tan going. Okay, hold on. Before we move further, Chitose here is showing what has been dubbed by many of the fandom the Dorito face. I want you to look at her mouth and guess why. When they made this game, and like 1 or 2 games before this, they did a shift in their art styles, and the Dorito face became a thing. So, a couple of characters have this face. They do their best to mimic the art style that the show that the characters come from in most cases, but for some reason, sometimes that face bleeds through, and they give other characters the Dorito face. UV rays get pretty intense in space. The tan just proves I'm a pilot. I'll be honest, I'm a little bummed that I only got a welcoming party of 1. Sorry to disappoint. 3rd Special Tactical Lab is also understaffed, I'm afraid. It was all they could do to send an ensign to greet you. Speaking of, I'm impressed. You look pretty young for an ensign. As we saw earlier, she was 19 years old. Actually, I'm a 2nd lieutenant by default. I'm the only one on the defense force. And a new recruit with no combat experience. Oh wow, that's a pretty tough situation. And since base defense also falls within the purview of lab defense units, I tend to get assigned all the odd jobs. I've got drive to spare, though. I'm doing all I can to protect this base and ensure that Earth remains ever hopeful. Hopeful, huh? I just want to also take a moment. Look, Soji's flight jacket is a thing of beauty. Keep in mind, this is primarily a Japanese game. So he just has in English, "Take it easy," embroidered on his jacket. And that's what it looks like in the Japanese version too. So they just thought it'd be really cool to have him say, "Take it easy," all the time. Even though he's, military. Did I say something out of line? No, you're fine. I'm just happy to hear that word after so much time away. Well then, let's process the delivery. Roger that. Delivery is the whole reason I'm here, so I might as well hand it over and complete my first mission ever. Okay, ERS 100. These goods are under the auspices of the Lunar Lab. Delivery confirmed. Do you know the contents of this container? Classified. Also, I didn't really ask. But the researchers who entrusted me with it said it will give Earth some hope. Well, that's great news. We'll have all the hope we'll need. But I can't imagine that whatever is in the briefcase will have that much of an effect. What's happening? We're under attack. The enemy must be after whatever you delivered. It's the Gamillions. Gamillions. I need to remember to pronounce that right. Gamillions. As if a meteor strike wasn't enough, they've come to attack us head on. Wait, where are you going, Ensign? I'm a pilot. When enemies attack, I return fire. I understand, but these attacks have already done considerable damage to the base. The hangar that housed your aircraft was destroyed. Well, that certainly puts a wrench in things. So you have to evacuate. The evac block is just 100 meters from here. Turn right once you exit this room. What are you going to do? Well, I've got no choice. Are you going to fight them? I've taken mobile weapons training, but I don't have my own. But if nothing else, I can spot the Gamillions and for those who are fighting. Spot, she means like a military spotter, basically. Whoa! What the? Have you come to see the Camillans as well? Negative. We've got orders to intercept, but mechanical failure has us grounded. We've wrecked a new Cosmo Zero. I'm sure we'll get an earful for it, too. Cosmo Zero, I think, is just a type of mobile suit. That's really rough, but it looks like the enemy has been held off, so defense security should relieve you soon. Wait a minute, what's that? It looks like the wreckage of a battleship. You mean that giant fucking thing buried in the sand in the background? Oh my gosh. I didn't think anyone could be so reckless. What did you plan to do? Hello to you too, Ensign Murakumo. I also never would have expected a shipwreck to show up here. This is even more surprising than seeing the Camillans. That's the Yamato. The old shipwreck is exposed now that the oceans have dried up. The fabled Yamato. So that's Earth's last great hope. I have to get aboard. So you're going to see a lot of the theming in this game especially is seeing spaceflight as ocean travel. The planet bomb launched from Pluto wiped the space colonies. When it hit Earth, the oceans evaporated, the air was polluted, and cities were leveled. The loss of life was staggering. Those who survived fled to underground shelters where scientists estimated humanity would survive only 1 year before collapsing completely. Those scientists underestimated humanity's resilience. So we're basically in a post-apocalypse at this point. And it's not getting much better. The Camillans are kind of kicking our ass. Humanity's fate now rests with the crew of one ship. The ship known as the Yamato. Federation of Far East Headquarters, Japan. I wonder what this is about. Me too. What exactly are they going to make us do? They got us together and made us wear these get-ups. What's going on? Maybe it's the escape plan? The Izumo plan? What do you think it is, Kodai? I have no idea. I'm here, Momaro. You should be too. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Admiral Okida. He's commanded forces during the Empire shut off Pluto. I've heard the battle was just a plan to distract the enemy while another ship headed for Mars. If so, did my brother die in vain? You are here because you received specialized training as crew selected for the Izumo plan. By the way, normally, if you see a special, highlight around a term, I can do this and bring up the term itself, and it'll explain the term. The Izumo plan isn't one of those things, because they're trying to be secretive about it. I am here today to present you official rules to you, but it is by no means an escape plan. First, I want you to watch this. It's a video message we recovered during the Battle of Pluto. Is this what was inside that capsule we brought back with us? I am Starsha of Iskandar. Boom. Don't want to spoil too much, just wanted to show you a full image. Who is this? Now more than ever, your beloved Earth faces destruction at the hands of the Camillans. Ah, the Camillans. Knowing this, 1 year ago, I entrusted the blueprints of the Wave Motion Engine to my sister Yurisha, and sent her to Earth. If you can decipher the blueprints and finish the engine, you can travel to Iskandar. On Iskandar, we have systems capable of removing pollution and restoring planets. Is she serious? Unfortunately, I currently have no way of transporting these systems to Earth. What I can do is have my sister Sasha hand-deliver the latest model of the Wave Motion Core, which drives the Wave Motion engine. It is my firm belief that you will conquer any unforeseen hardships en route to Iskandar. 1 year ago, Earth received the Wave Motion engine's schematics from Iskandar. We used it to complete a ship capable of interstellar travel. I didn't think interstellar travel was even possible. Its name is the Yamato. I've heard that somewhere before. According to information in the capsule, Iskandar is located 168,000 light years from Earth in the large Magellanic Cloud? Magellanic? I don't know what that's supposed to be pronounced as. That makes it a 336,000 light-year round trip, unlike any humans have ever experienced. This is not a mandatory mission. Those who wish to stay behind may do so. We set sail tomorrow morning at 0600 hours. Lateness will be taken as a desire to stay. So it's true. It really was the Izumo plan. I guess we've got a choice to make. We're making the long journey to Iskandar. Dismissed. Secret underground base, Bono Misaki, Kyushu, Japan. Yo, Chitose, everything going okay? You're acting rather familiar, Ensign. We've known each other for a whole week. I think we've gotten to know each other by now. He is real laid back. I disagree. Okay, so how do we get to know each other better? You can start by calling me by my name. I prefer not to, Ensign. I was just joking. Ah, tough crowd. Anyway, how are things with the ERS 100? You ever figure out what it was? No. I just do the odd jobs around here, so I'm not privy to details from research. You seem all down today. Did that attack from the Gamillan shake you up a bit? Or is it something else? I mean, an attack hit this area pretty hard. But our hope springs eternal. Ah, the Yamato, right? Heard all about that. It leaves tomorrow, you know. I'm aware. So is this what got you down, Jose? Are you thinking about it? I've already asked for permission to board. I was denied. Oh. I've dreamed of riding aboard the Yamato ever since I was stationed here. The Earth's last hope, after all. I can see why you'd be drawn to it. I know why they denied me. I have next to no combat experience. I'm basically a rookie. Uh-huh. Yes? Just keep it up. You won't be a new recruit forever. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's kind of cliche, but it's true. Yeah, I know. What's wrong? I thought you were a joker, Ensign Murakamo. Maybe I had you pegged wrong. See, you don't know me well enough. I guess we'll have to keep developing our... Just a sec. Wow, wasn't expecting this to already be hard in my throat. I've barely been talking. Anyway, that will be all, Ensign. If you need something to do, help me with my assignment. Okay, let's not go overboard. I'm off duty until I get back to the moon, and I aim to fully enjoy every second. But Ensign! Thank you, I feel a little bit better now. At least I can face tomorrow's launch with a smile now. Scenario 1. Flight from Despair. I should be able to see the Yamato from here. Yamato's going to save the world. Hear that, Mom, Dad, and you? Yamato Hangar. Officer Kadai. So you're the one. Lieutenant Junior Grade Kato, appointed aircraft squad captain. Yeah, my apologies. For what? The restrictions after I piloted the Cosmo Zero without permission? I'm not upset about that, it was my fault anyway. Right, the Cosmo Zero is the ship. I forgot. Let me just say this. I'll take orders from you because you're my superior. Much appreciated. But you'll pay if you get anyone needlessly killed. Well, you won't have to worry about that. I better not have to. That'll be all, Lieutenant. See the badge on his chest? Cosmo Falcon. Hey, Darkwind! Sup? Very interesting. It's basically a visual novel when you're not playing, when you're not fighting, but it has to jam-pack a lot of different series. So he's the tactical officer. What are you doing here, Yamamoto? I thought you were assigned to accounting. Yes, sir. Returning now, sir. Yamato Bridge. Okay, time to get things sorted. Are you Tactical Officer Kadai? Whoa! Is something wrong? Not at all. You just startled me, miss. Incredible. She looks almost exactly like this Kandarian woman we saw on Mars. I'm Operations Officer Yukimori. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Where's Commander? Where's Commander Okita? He's in his quarters, I think. Thanks. What was that all about? Motto Commanding Officer's cabin. Excuse me, sir. You must be the tactical officer. What is it? Sir, I'm the brother of Mamoru Kodai, commanding officer to Yukikaze. I see. Continue. I've heard the M operation was a diversion to ensure the Iskandarian ships safe passage. Did the men and the women in the front lines know that? Mamoru Kodai was a fine man, an exemplary serviceman, and I was the one who ordered him to his death. Technically not true, because he was the one ahead of the operation. Wasn't expecting the anime here as a game. That's what this entire game series is about, is bunching up a bunch of robot anime, putting it in a pot, stirring it together, and coming out with a strategy game. And I was the one who ordered him to his death. How? I'm sorry, son. One more thing, Commander Okita. Go ahead. Regarding my appointment as tactical officer, sir, Frankly speaking, I'm not qualified, sir. Frankly speaking, all the other candidates under consideration for leadership positions were killed in the attack on the base. But, let me finish. The man who was to fill this position was none other than your brother, Mamoru. You can't be serious. I had a look at your record. I determined that you can adequately perform your duties. Now it's up to you to do so. Understood, sir. Dismissed. Yamato Bridge. Ah, Shima. Here, Kodai. Sorry I'm late. Wanted to see me about something? Never mind. I've taken care of it. That should be everyone. Indeed. Executive Officer, Lieutenant Commander Shiro Sanada. Sir. Engineering Officer, Lieutenant Commander Hikozaemon Tokugawa. I'm gonna butcher a lot of these names, by the way. So it's a good thing we probably need to say them like once. Sir. Head Navigator, Lieutenant Daisuke Shima. Sir. Operations Officer, Lieutenant Yuki Mori. Sir. Tactical Officer, Lieutenant Susumu Kodai. Sir. Counting on you. Yes, sir. Enemy is attacking. Comms Officer, confirm situation with HQ. Reply from HQ. Interstellar ballistic munitions confirmed. They're headed for Earth. For this ship. It's the last attack. There's a way to make sure Yamato actually existed. Can't we set sail yet? See, like, that's what I'm talking about, is they're gonna use... I mean, look at Okina's outfit. It is a space opera, but it's obviously a humongous, very thinly veiled metaphor for ocean-traveling ships, warships and stuff. So it's meant to be a metaphor for, like, you know, traveling the ocean, finding new worlds because new lands because your lands just can't sustain you anymore. Starting the wave motion engine requires a large amount of electrical power. What the heck is that? The Yamato Autonomous Subcomputer, AU-09. Please address me as the analyzer. Tokugawa, go order engineering to start the wave motion engine. Roger. Battle stations, everyone. Yeah, follows the enemy very closely so far. Don't worry, things go off the rails real fast. The enemy will send more than just missiles. What the? Incoming transmission from HQ. Enemy forces are closing in on Yamato. That's the last thing we needed. The Gamillans are here. No, it can't be. That's the tactical lab. Okay, this background. If you're gonna stick around and watch me in future streams, remember this background. The Super Robot Wars devs love reusing assets. Just as an FYI. This is awful. Is anybody there? This is Kisaragi with the defense unit. Please respond. Was taking the Earth not enough for you, Gamillans? You took the oceans, you took our lives, you took our future. What's next? Wait, there's something in the lab's hangar? I wasn't there 3 days ago, was it? How did it get here? The lab wasn't developing any weapons. I have no choice. I have to give it a shot. Here's where things go off the rails, off the rails, off the rails. Here's where things go off the rails. Shinohara, it's not looking good. The base defense force has been wiped out. Damn, can't we mobilize the Falcon? Commander, for now we wait. Are you sure? Could I look? Some of the defense force is still alive. Take the music! What's going on with that unit? What's all this? It's impossible to control this thing. The cockpit looks sturdy enough to protect a pilot who's not wearing a flight suit. This still seems really dangerous. It has way too much power and more weapons than anyone needs. Was this some sort of crazy prototype or a defective machine? Phew. Okay, it seems to have stabilized. Now I think I can handle on the controls. Now I just need to figure out what's going on with the firearms control system. Huh, the FCS has been set to auto. I think I can live with that. Do you think it's malfunctioning? I can't tell. Transmission from the machine. It says, leave everything to me. Let it take the front line. Focus on launching this ship. Roger. This machine even has its own repair apparatus. If things get crazy, I bet I could activate it and somehow manage. Alright, Gamillans, I'm not letting you take anything else. We are eternally hopeful. Victory conditions. Defeat all enemies. Map cleared once you have victory. Conditions displayed in blue. Defeat conditions. Vangray, which is our mech, gets defeated. SR point. Use all weapons equipped on the Vangray before defeating all enemies. As I said, the SR points are special missions that you have in every mission. It's usually more difficult to achieve, to get it done, but it gives you big bonuses. And we're going to need to... I'm going to go for 100% of those. EXC. Like I said, this is a New Game Plus file, so I have some extra bonuses. EXC is a special extra action thing you can spend the points on to do special stuff. I don't need to burn that. Land. This is baseline a flying unit. I can land it if I want, so it becomes a ground unit. But it's much better for this unit to be in the air. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. See over here where it says pilot plus robot, and you see a bunch of letters underneath? That is the pilot skill and the robot skill with various terrain. Air, ground, water, space. All these stats, there should be... I could have sworn... Well, here's some of the... bunch of stuff to explain. I'm not going to go over all of this because we are going to go over this later when we go over mechs and stuff. But this is a special effect. Icon lights up when carrying a shield, so this unit has a shield. Take only 40% damage when defending. Shield activation may also be based on a probability calculated using difference in enemy skill, which is a pilot stat. And this icon lights up when the unit is equipped with a repair device. Our main mech has a repair item, like they mentioned. Spirit commands I'll go over later. These are the special skills that the pilot has. Strong luck increases money by 20% when killing stuff. Potential is a stackable skill. As HP decreases, you get better at pretty much everything. Support attack, if someone is next to you and attacks an enemy, and this unit hasn't gone yet, it can also attack the enemy. Enhanced attack. Support attacks, always critical. So, putting units next to this one in fighting is real cool. Another thing I want to point out is the mech info. Size medium. So this is only a medium-sized mech. I don't remember how tall that means it is, but later on we're going to see stuff that's like large, or like super large, or double super large, and shit like that. And there's a bunch of stats here. You don't have to terribly worry about them right now. I'll worry about them later. These are attacks. Thing you need to know most is in the attribute section. If it has a P in the attribute section, you can use it after moving. Otherwise, you cannot use it after moving. You have to shoot first, then move. If you have a skill that lets you do that. Because once you shoot, you're done with your turn. Let me double check. Yeah, here we go. Attributes. P is move and fire. C is counter weapon. That means if an enemy is attacking you and you use that weapon, you go first, even though they're the one who initiated the attack. And B is beam weapon, which matters for, like, if the enemy has a shield or something that counters beams. Okay. Let's get close to an enemy and unleash one of our attacks. Particle Cannon Senpu. Does not say I'll actually kill it. Interesting. We are level 1, though. So... everything looks good to me. That was my first combat experience. I never thought I'd be part of the battle for Earth. Mom, Dad, you, give me the strength to keep fighting. Here's the best part. Critical hit! Insta-kill! Alright. Score. The score is how many kills you've gotten, but this is the New Game Plus, so that's how many kills I've gotten over 3 playthroughs now. So... that's an emblem, again, New Game Plus stuff now is getting added. I did it! I can totally do this! I'm conquering my fear. I could even go into battle with this thing. Okay, obviously I'm done now because I can't do anything, so I have to go here and end phase. Now it's the enemy phase. Oh no! So what I want to do is I want to make sure I'm using the right attack. I pressed the wrong button. I'm using a good attack, though. It doesn't matter. Missiles!
集中してれば避けられる。今度はこっちが攻撃する番よ。火力ならこれが一番。エネルギー充填。そこ。
We're fucking level 2! And that's one of our attacks! So, just so you know how this game ramps the fuck up. They don't mess around with their original mechs in this series. They go all in. Okay, this time I'm gonna change the weapon I want to use. So I want to use, because I want to make sure I use all 3 weapons, like the SR point wanted. So Railgun Gecko time. See, that was the first attack, super simple, but because this is New Game Plus Plus, I'm strong enough to still wipe him out because I crit. Oh, now I'm level 2. Gain the SR point! Just for completing SR points, you get extra money. Though I wouldn't say this machine is heavily armed. Saying that that this weapon happens to have arms and legs. I'm sorry. Saying that this weapon happens to have arms and legs is more accurate. I wonder if the people at the lab thought to leave this behind for anyone who got stranded. This isn't just about the Yamato anymore. I have to protect this weapon too. Okay. Might as well just go for the big tack. Now, Spirit Commands. Zero in increases final accuracy and final percent by 30% for 1 turn. If you press the square button, you can queue it up, or you can just accept it. Trust recovers 3,000 HP for an ally unit. I haven't taken damage yet, but you can use that on other units too. So, I'm going to use this just to guarantee I hit. Let's go in. Now, you don't have to watch these animations in full the entire time. You can skip them or even set up so that it doesn't show certain animations and just skip the entire combat and just shows you the numbers, if you want. I'm going to be showing the animations most of the time because 1, they're fucking cool, and 2, so I don't make the game too short. Also, that part's fucking cool. How it, like, completely frosts over the gun to cool it off after using that attack is super cool. Phew, somehow I made it out of that alive. Time to survey the situation. What's the situation, Tokugawa? We don't have the power to start the electricity coming right up, old man. Sorry for the wait. I thought we were going to fall short even if we used the power in the Far East. And yet, look. Earth Federation Forces, Far East Headquarters. Hang on, Okida. We're diverting power from the Yamato from Africa, Eurasia, and North America. The world pins its hopes on the Yamato, sir.
波動エンジン始動機関始動ライホイール接続筆圧上昇90、96、100エネルギー充填 120%
波動エンジン回転数良好いきます。
惑星間弾道弾捉えました。
Giant fucking missile just appeared in front of us.
船体を起こせ偽装解除
これは
この船は敵の目を欺くため偽装していたのだ。
偽装？じゃあ僕たちが見たあの沈没戦艦だ。
そうだヤマトだ宇宙戦艦ヤマトだ敵惑星間弾道弾をここで迎撃主砲発射準備
主砲発射準備
Everyone get to your posts.
末秒ヤマト発進
抜秒ヤマト発進します。
主砲発射準備
はい主砲発射準備
ショック可能。エンジンからエネルギー伝導終わる。
照準合わせ誤差修正マイナス1コンマ3
測敵よし。照準よし。
撃ち方始め
キャー
Isn't it though? No, Yamato's been hit. The explosion was immense. It must have vaporized the entire ship. You spoke too soon. Yamato is intact. Disable wave motion barrier. No damage to report, sir. We did it. We survived. Kodai. Yes, sir. Well done. Thank you, sir. Come on, give yourself a pat on the back. We've got a long, long journey ahead of us, one unlike any mankind has undertaken. Can't congratulate myself just yet. So it's finally awoken. Godspeed, Yamato. You're a beacon of hope. Ensign Kisaragi Chitose and the Vangray are ordered to join the Yamato. Is this some sort of simplified directive? I mean, how am I supposed to follow this order? The hatch opened. Nowhere to go but onward, I guess. Let's go, Vangray. I can do anything as long as I've got you. We are embarking on a 168,000 light-year journey to Iskandar. Steel yourselves. Yamato's battle has just begun. Customize, acquire money through TAC, yada 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 yada. This is extra bonuses that I've already set up from New Game Plus. Yamato Hangar. Okay, hold on. Before we go any further. At some point in their development, they decided that scenes like this required smooth jazz background music. Get used to this background music. They use it a lot. Don't ask me why. It makes me laugh every time because it doesn't fit most of the scenes. It really doesn't. Alright. Back to the VN. Phew. At least the Vangray can automatically dock itself. That's a break. I wish I had a car that could do that. Chitose, that is you, isn't it? Ensign Murakamo, how did you get here? You know, I managed. I headed the excavation block just as the attack began. The guy in the lab said you weren't there. They were going pretty crazy. Oh good, everyone's safe. Then they asked me if it would be so kind to go and search for you, Chitose. Which is how I ended up getting sudden orders to board the Yamato. So I did. I got the same order. There must have been a last-minute vacancy that needed to fill. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. Hold it right there. I like Ito. I love this guy. He's just... You ain't going nowhere, buddy. We have you surrounded. Don't even think about moving. And who are you exactly? We're the Yamato security detail, and I'm its captain. Lieutenant Junior Grade, Shinya Ito. I'm to apprehend the stowaways. Stowaways? Who, us? No, you've got it all wrong. We have determined that you have boarded the ship without permission. That will be all, Officer Hoshina. Detain the stowaways quickly. Yes, sir. Are you serious? Hey, what are you doing? I was just following orders. What's the meaning of this? Our heroes, everybody! Alright, so this is the quite intimidating menu. We'll go over everything, don't worry. Of course, I'm going to save first. Okay, so the first place I'm going to go to, bonus scenario. Ah, hell. I forgot this requires me to log in. Okay. Hiding Elgato for a second. It might take me a couple of tries. I have not signed in to this account for a while. What do you mean failure to... No. Fudge. I forgot the confirm and everything buttons are all messed up. Sorry. I just need to reconnect. And I'm having trouble finding where to do that. There we go. Just a little! It's been a while since I've logged in. It's making me do all this again. I don't... You should have my settings still saved. Come on. Ah, gosh! Diddly dang darn it. Just... Yes, I accept. Go. Move on. Okay. I'm logged in now. So this